I'm Eugenia Phillips. We have 2 children with autism. Our oldest one is Derek. He's 21, and then we have Daniel, who's 17, and he has classic autism. Our youngest one was first diagnosed, and he was 16 months. He just went quiet on us. He wasn't making a sound, didn't make a sound for about 6 months, and he had already been diagnosed with NF, so we already knew he had learning problems, and we just figured it was part of that. And then we went to a neurologist, and he informed us that no, it was autism, which we knew nothing about at all, so that kind of floored us. And we were pretty scared and frightened because like I said, we did not know what autism was. And we took a 3-week training program at that time that Judavine provided, which really went into depth and had us also at the same time work with our child, which was good because, I mean, you're really fearful. You don't know whether your child's going to live or come up with something else, or I mean, you just don't know. And there's a lot of stuff out there that will lead you to believe that, you know, oh, your child's going to die really early in life, and not so. I mean, they live a normal, healthy life. You just have to be their safety coach, basically, and keep them safe. The other one was a 4th grader, and when he was diagnosed with Asperger's, we'd had school problems. After school problems, he didn't want to, he could do the work, that was no problem. He just couldn't make friends. He didn't want friends. He only wanted to hang around with the teacher. And so we took him up and found out that he had Asperger's. And that was not a shock to us, I guess, because we had one already diagnosed with classic autism. The first time I met Kathy, I didn't think I was going to like her, I'll be honest with you, because she came in and my youngest one had a big bucket of crayons, and she sat down with him and they went flying because he didn't want to do that activity. And she said, you know what, we're going to do hand over hand and put every one of those crayons back. And I thought, oh, how mean, you know? And then I watched her and I watched him, you know, as they were going hand over hand picking up these crayons, and how he started to respond after a while. And, you know, it was the most fascinating thing to see that. And I thought, you know, that's the best way that I can teach somebody how, by example. At first I was cleaning up his messes thinking, oh, I had to because he wasn't able to, but they're able to do a lot for themselves. They'll fool you at times. It's hard to let somebody in because you really worry about the safety. I mean, it's a big thing because they can't tell you if somebody's abusing them or if somebody's harming them. But once you have those trusted friends that you know are good with them, you know, you feel a lot better. And the first couple of times, you know, it is hard to leave them. But after a while, you know, it becomes almost like I don't want to say a habit, but I guess that's what it is to, you know, step away a couple hours a week. I've been very fortunate with uncles and aunts that have just been wonderfully helpful in any way they can be, whether it's babysitting or just, you know, talking me down from a bad day or whatever it might be, you know, or just needing a break. You know, I have wonderful friends around here that can come over and give me an hour or 2 break while I go, you know, and maybe just go to McDonald's and get an iced coffee or something, you know, and you need those little breaks at times. I mean, don't be afraid to take them, and don't feel like you're being a bad parent. You're actually being a good parent, you know. I'm saying that from experience. I felt really guilty the first few times I did. I thought, oh gosh, I've left my child with this person, you know, what if something happens? You know, and then it got to, you know, if I didn't take that break, would I have hit that child? And would I ever forgive myself? I worried that they were going to take our kids away from us. That was my biggest fear. I thought, oh my goodness, we don't know what we're doing. You know, somebody's going to come in here and sweep our kids away from us. And I'd always wanted kids. I didn't care if there was anything wrong with them or not. I was excited to be a mom. The best thing my kids have taught me is patience, because, I mean, so we leave half an hour early to go to Walmart to pick up one item because one of my sons wants to touch all the signs out there in the parking lot. So what? We leave half an hour early. You know, we just take our time a lot and enjoy. And we didn't do that at first because I was always running here with them or running there with them, you know, and trying to get them to do this or that. And now we just kind of, I don't know, we just kind of go with the moment anymore. And I think our house is a lot more peaceful because of that. Just love them and don't treat them like a fragile little child. Just treat them like you would a normal child. That's the best thing you can do for them, you know, is just treat them like a normal child. Let them have a normal childhood, you know, and they'll be the best they can be, whether, you know, you do things wrong or right, because you're going to do both.